Hello everyone, we are Bridging Prosperity and welcome to our first project. Our subtopic for this project is the wealth gap, which has become more and more apparent in our everyday lives, especially here in San Diego. Our process for this project was to go out to multiple locations in San Diego based on different medians of income and ask questions to gain insight on the knowledge of the wealth gap in our community. We went to Bonita, Belmont, Otay Ranch, and Coronado, and this is what we found. First, we're interviewing at Plaza Bonita and Belmont Park. While interviewing, we faced struggles at Belmont Park, where people refused to be interviewed, and also Plaza Bonita, where a security guard refused to let us keep filming. But despite this, we overcame and got some really nice responses.
Alright, hi, we're here with
Sean.
Karime.
Enrique. Sean. Alright, and how old are you, sir?
I'm 43.
24.
I'm 21 years old. I was born here in California and raised in San Diego.
43. Okay, so our first question for you is, what is the difference between wealth and income?
Between wealth and income, well, income is, what you bring in over the course of, a certain amount of time, whereas wealth would be more of the, what you've accumulated in your life, is what I would say.
Sorry.
What is the difference between wealth and income?
Wealth and income.
Yeah.
Where wealth is like when people are rich, and income is what's coming in, like the money that's coming in.
Okay, there you go. That works.
Okay.
So what is the difference between wealth and income?
Wealth is something that you're born with. Meaning like, you're born with that. You have like money like on the side, like right from the get-go. Income is something that you earn. So like, let's say like right now I'm working a job. I'm trying to get a steady income. So, but it's like, with hours as they are right now, I can't get like something that's steady enough for me to live off on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Okay, that's a very good answer. All right, and following that up, we wanted to ask you, what do you think is in San Diego has the highest poverty rate?
What city in San Diego has the highest poverty rate? Oh, gosh. Right? It's difficult because it's just patches of everywhere,
Yeah.
I would guess maybe National City.
Okay, National City, and what made you think that?
Just growing up here and, I've been South Bay my whole life. So, went to Hilltop High School, so just, I just assume there's a few more neighborhoods,
Okay, that's pretty good.
Probably San Diego. The reasoning is, you see a lot of homeless in downtown, but it's not just downtown. You see them like everywhere, like Balboa Park, everywhere. Even in Los Angeles, it's really bad.
Actually, the city with the highest poverty rate in San Diego is El Cajon.
El Cajon?
Yeah.
That makes sense too.
Does that surprise you, or what do you think about that?
No, that sounds legit.
Our next question for you today is, what do you think is the median wage of salary in San Diego? I'm pretty sure this one we have multiple choice.
Okay.
Yeah, so A,
Multiple choice.
yeah, A is 53,000, B 121,000, C 73,000, or D 80,000.
I hope it's not A. I'm going to say C.
C 73,000. That's correct. Yeah. All right. Good job.
Okay. Number 9. What do you believe, or one in how many Americans are living in poverty, do you think? And it's a multiple choice.
One in how many? Oh, okay.
It's multiple choice. So I have A, 15, B, 9,
Okay.
C, 5, or D, 20.
5.
5?
Yeah.
Let's see. It's 9.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. What do you think? Why do you think it was 5?
Oh, I feel like there's a lot of poor people in the U.S.
You?
Yeah.
Okay. And for my next question, what do you think is the average price of a home in not only in Chula Vista but in San Diego?
The price in what?
Of a house in San Diego.
Of a house, like actually buying a house?
In San Diego, not just in Chula Vista, but in San Diego. Yeah.
Probably like $500,000.
500,000. All right. It was $949,000.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's so expensive?
Because of the president.
President?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our next question for you is, what percentage of people in San Diego are living under the poverty line? I'm pretty sure this one's multiple choice. So we have 6%, or B 8%, C 11%, or D 13%.
See?
C 11%?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the answer is. The answer is 11%. You got that right. What do you think about that?
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. And now for our last question for today, it's an open-ended question. How big of a role do you think the upper class contributes to poverty?
I mean, enormous role. Like there's a reason that people don't have a lot don't have a lot. It's because that's kind of how the people, they do the work so that the upper class can benefit, and yes, a huge role.
And finally, it's just an open-ended question just for me to see your knowledge. Do you believe the upper class pays enough in taxes?
No.
Why do you think that?
Because that's why the rich stay rich.
Stay rich.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
And then our last question for you today is open-ended. Do you think the wealthy take action to alleviate poverty?
No, I don't really think they are taking action. I think we're all gonna just get stuck here.
Yeah. What makes you think that?
Well, you haven't seen anybody go to neighborhoods and try to help make more homeless shelters, or try to make at least the rate of groceries or gas go down. So we're kind of screwed in a way. It's only gonna keep going up.
We appreciate your responses today. Thank you for your time. It was nice meeting you, Enrique.
Nice meeting you.
Have a good day.
Thank you so much to Sean, Karima, and Enrique for helping us out. Remember when I said we had to leave Plaza Bonita? Well, because of this, we had to pack our bags and head to...
All right, I'm Nolan, and I'm here with...
Jeffrey. Hey guys.
How old are you, Jeffrey?
I am 43.
All right, Jeffrey. Do you believe the upper class pays enough in taxes?
I think so, yes.
Why do you believe that?
Okay, I know I'm at a tax rate of 30%, but I have clients that are anywhere from 45 to 50%. So what they make is half of it's gone automatically.
My second question I have for you is, what city in San Diego do you believe has the highest poverty rate?
All right, so to clarify, I've only been here living a year. I bought a house in Chula Vista, and so if I had to guess, I would think National City.
National City? Well, I don't know if you heard of it, but it's actually El Cajon.
El Cajon, okay.
Why did you think it was National City?
I live closer to National City, and I see a lot of a homeless population over there. But I haven't been over to El Cajon as much because I'm still learning the area.
And now I'm going to ask you these questions. First one is, what payroll tax rate do those making under 5 figures pay? And this one's multiple choice. You have A, 5%, B, 14%, C, 18%, and D, 7%.
7%?
7%. Let's see, it is 14%.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on that?
It just seems really high, Yeah.
All right, and now following up that question, what payroll tax rate do you think those making 7 figures pay?
7 figures, so I would think it would be the higher amount.
The higher amount?
Yeah, 14 or 18%.
They actually pay 2%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about that difference?
That seems unfair.
And the last question for you today, it's open-ended, is how big of a role do you think that the upper class contributes to poverty?
How big of a role? So perception is reality. In this world, perception, people perceiving that the upper class, they see different programs that people are doing, but they probably don't. I would think that the lower class and the middle class give more than the upper class do combined. That's just my thoughts.
One other thing to add about Jeffrey is that he leads at the East Lake Church. Well, next up, we're about to go to a place known for their sandy beaches and their long bridge. It's...
Hi, I'm Khalil,
And I'm Jordan,
and we are
Bridging Prosperity. Today, we're at Coronado Beach to interview people and ask questions about the wealth gap.
Let's go.
All right, what's your name?
Mason.
All right, what's your name?
Sam,
And what do you do?
I'm a nurse.
All right, and we're going to be asking you some questions. So, what do you think TANF stands for?
Oh, the total income someone makes?
No, it's called Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, and it helps people give aid. All right, cool. All right, first question. How much of your salary in California goes to taxes? A, 8.41%, B, 9.03%, C, 10.34%, or D, 6.7%?
Oh gosh. I'm just gonna go with the highest one. C.
Yep, you're right. 10.34%. Does that surprise you in any way? Is it too low, too high?
Well, I just paid my taxes, so it sounds right on par.
Okay, yeah. All right, so what does the state of California receive in TANF funds every year? So A would be 4 billion, B would be 6 billion, C is 3 billion, and D is 0 billion.
Ooh. Okay. 0 billion.
That would be incorrect. The answer was A, 4 billion. So next question. What percentage of people in San Diego are living under the poverty line? A, 6%, B, 11%, C, 8%, or D, 13%?
I think I'm gonna go with the highest one again. D.
Oh, it was 11% this time. Yeah, but
Thank you.
what do you think about these answers? Do you think what do you think about TANF as giving temporary assistance to needy families?
I think it's really good, but I also think we need more money than 4 billion because I feel like there's more needy families out there. 4 billion is too low.
Thank you. Does the answer surprise you too? Or
Not really. No, it's rough out here. It's pretty expensive. Quite a lot of homeless, and I don't even know where does the poverty gap or the poverty line start? Is it below $40,000?
Yeah, should be right. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, no, not surprising at all.
Well, thank you for your time. So yeah, thank you.
Lastly, we really want you to listen to this next one from Michael, who we originally interviewed, but instead, we want to share his thoughts on wealth inequality and the meaningful message we all ended up getting. Even though there's no video, please stick with us. I believe it's worth a listen.
And then the last one is, do you think the wealthy take action in alleviating poverty?
Yes and no, but it's jaded. So we can play like devil's advocate here and say that they are trying to accumulate wealth in an aggressive manner to assert themselves, to put in a position where they have a lot of money, right? Mm-hmm. So in a capitalist environment, you're going to use your skills so that you can manage assets, and then you're going to train people up to manage these assets and continue to accumulate wealth. That's the summary of like what an open commerce like economy we have, right? So it's like everyone does that in some manner or way. Yes, they are, but also as a consumer, we bite ourselves in the ass, and I'm pretty sure you got, sorry for the language, your parents might talk about like the interest rates or the economy or cost of living or the housing. This is where like your generation is gonna have to say something and speak up, because when you buy a home, you have to outbid people. So the home is like $300,000, right? We'll keep it on the low end, even though we all know that's not what it is right now. So like say you want the house and you can only afford $310,000, but I really want the house and I don't want you to have it because I want it. Then I put $320,000. But even though we're asking $300,000, and then it raises the property value for everyone else, and then the taxes goes up, and it's property taxes. And then on top of that, even though you don't renovate the home or we live in the same home, when you sell it 5 years down the road, it's gonna gain equity, right? It's gonna have more value. And then we'll just make up another number, we'll say $400,000. So because we keep overpaying and doing these things, it's not sustainable. So I don't know, and I'm not trying to have a bad influence, or that I really have no idea what the future is going to look like for you guys, because it's really hard for me, and I don't know what it's going to look like. But it's thinking that people who have money are supposed to take care of us or create opportunities. It's not. It's all you guys. I was bagging groceries when I was 18, didn't know what I wanted to do, and college cost too much, and my scholarship didn't go through for sports. So I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm going into debt if I don't know what I want to do. You know what I mean? And then eventually I found firefighting, but that's a whole other story. But honestly, it's like, it's on you. I don't expect anyone from the top to like try to take care of us, because at the end of the day, it's you and your mom and your dad, you and your sister and your brother, and trying to take care of them. That's where you kind of like gotta come together. It's no one else's responsibility, and I don't feel like they have necessarily a responsibility to take care of everyone. But what the big picture is, and this is gonna go full circle to where how your parents were telling you about college and trying to make more and put that in your head. There's also tons of jobs out here that you can make money, and you might break your back for a little bit, but blue collar jobs, electricians, like plumbers, people who do concrete. These are old jobs where you walk in, you might make like $50,000 a year, and then in a few years you'll make 6 figures. And these are jobs and trades that are valuable for infrastructure. And that's another big reason why shit is so pricey, is because there's a lot of people doing those jobs anymore. You know what I mean? So it's just food for thought for you guys, but that's just my take on it.
Based on the videos you have just seen, we can infer that there are many different ideas and opinions of poverty in our community, but the main connection the majority of our interviewees hit was the idea that poverty is a growing concern. This is especially true with the idea of the wealth gap, in which it is apparent that the rich keep getting rich and the poor keep getting poorer. The problem is getting so out of hand that there's a fear that the middle class is no longer going to exist based on this projection. Therefore, it is our job to inform our youth about this problem and get them to care about it. Our proposition to them is that they are going to be adults very soon in the future, and this is the reality they are going to have to be living in if we don't step up to do anything. This video will hopefully serve as a wake-up call to our community to create change based on the wealth gap and expose our youth to this problem to help raise awareness on this growing dilemma not only in our community, but around the world.